Hello guys, Timboy Gaming here. I know that you are excited for this new video, but today I have something to share with you that is really going to probably raise up my channel, because this is how to make a successful Anarchy server just like me. You can play on my Anarchy server. It will be open for a few minutes after this video was published, so I'm sure that you should still watch before you stop, because this is some exciting news. So we are going through a list of 10 things I have made up that could make your Anarchy server successful. Okay, 1. Be the owner. Do what you can to stop hacks or glitches, making the server not fun or people sad and want to leave. So, like, my server isn't popular. That means that there's almost no players that's frustrated and want to leave forever. Yeah. 2nd, never add rules. It won't be anarchy. Anarchy means no government, and if you add in rules, and the word anarchy won't mean anything on your server. The rules would just make the server just not be anarchy. And then 3, let the players be happy and leave most alone. You've got to leave some players alone. So then, like, for me, I'm the owner. I'm not going on any players. I'm just doing some random stuff on the server that I want to, and leaving a lot of the players alone. Just hanging on to one player that I like to be with. But of course, still, you shouldn't really take it too far and anger the players by, like, doing stuff like killing them, because some players don't want to be killed. Next, number 4, give everybody peace. Just like number 3, let players roam. We want every player to be able to do what they want. It's anarchy. They can do whatever they want. 5, never make private areas. It will anger players and make them want to grief it, like in number 2. So never give players limits, because if you do that, it would be the same exact thing. You're giving players rules. You're adding rules. It won't be anarchy. Because, like, if you add that rule to not go in a certain area, then it's just not going to be anarchy anymore. Only if normal players do stuff in groups, because, like, the group reasons. So, we are moving on to 6. Only trust nobody. I know that's going to be crazy. You might give creative to a hacker who will make the server no fun and destroy almost anything. It might de-op and ban you, which I hope that you would have a server hosting thing that hosts servers that you can ban, op, de-op, even unban certain players. Just like me, I run my server on a free server hosting website, which actually has the ability to OP, DOP, ban, unban certain players just by putting in their username. That is so useful because if you get banned and then you need to unban you, then you can just unban you and ban that player. Which don't ban players, it's just gonna make them angry. So just take away their creative. And then 7. Don't try to go into survival if the server is too harmful. It might be so dangerous, players might instantly kill you without preparation. Yes, my server, I go into survival a lot, and it's not even dangerous. Like, only 2 people on the server at the same time, that's not dangerous. Because the only danger level of the server is about 100 players online, which means it's going to be extremely dangerous because of how many players were roaming around already with their swords up. So make sure you're prepared before you go into survival and start doing things. I also got to set the difficulty to peaceful because I'm losing some hunger. And then we are moving on to number 8. Never grief bases. It might annoy players from a grief by the owner. That might only be in creative mode. I don't know if it's going to be in survival mode that they'll be angry, but a grief from the owner is the worst of all. Because the owner might not like it, but don't do that. Only if it has some bad things in it that really don't make sense, or they're just bad and you can't have them on the server, like saying that the server is bad. Just any of that bad stuff that really could annoy the owner. And then, number 9. Always check on the server daily. It might be bad to leave the server alone, since players might find a dupe or glitch that is dangerous. Because I normally check on my server, but since I can only keep it open not so much, I like to normally go on my server sometimes. But first I have to turn the server on because it's down. And then number 10. Always test updates. You might just update to a version that is bad for server connections. Like 1.13, 2B2T, another Anarchy server, is never updating without better server maintenance. Because it's with 250 players on the max, it's just going to be very more laggy for the server than it was on 1.12.2. So that's why it's stuck there. Because the owners of 2B2T tested 1.13 and found it was worse than 1.12, so they kept it on 1.12.2 because 1.13 was not good. So from that, you should know that you should always check your server when it updates. Well, before it updates, you should always test. And so, of course, before players can access it and get all the things, make sure that you have a test server for your server, so then you can test those new updates. Probably not major updates like those 1.16.4, 1.16.3. You should even test those too, just so then you can find if any new dupes, glitches, or bad server connections have become. Just like 1.13 worse than 1.12.2. And then that's it. Now you can join now. Yes, I'll be playing for a few minutes, and you can join right after this video is published. I'll see you later. Timboy Gaming out. See ya!